Samantha here, and welcome to my channel and my first ever collab / Sims 4 Create a Family. And I'm so excited because I am doing my first collab with Torben, aka GiraffePlays, formerly known as Sim Links, and I met him back in EA Play last year, and we just kind of hit it off and we kept in touch and we decided to do a collab together. So this is my first ever collab and I'm so happy to be doing it with him. But we came up with the idea, it's going to be like a two-part collab. So we came up with the idea that we would create a family, give that family over to the other person, and then that person creates a house for that family based on their needs, their family size, their personality, just whatever's going on in their life. So I'm excited because I have never really done like a create a family type situation video. And then, I've done plenty of speed builds, but one of my favorite things about building is that I always want to create a house for a purpose or create a lot for a purpose. So I like the idea of having a family and having to kind of like figure out what's going on with them and what they're going to need and what they want and, all that good stuff. But anyway, so the family that I'm creating today is the Klines, and basically backstory is Maddox here, which we're working on right now. He met his soon-to-be wife in high school. He was a very athletic sim, just a typical teenage love story. I am so crazy about high school sweetheart stories. I don't know why, but I think like the love of a high school sweetheart is like so genuine, because after you become old and you go through all the trials and tribulations in life and, jobs and colleges, and maybe you got famous, maybe you didn't, just everything. If the love is still there after all that, to me, it's just like so genuine and it's just so sweet. And those are the ones that get a chance to be like, husband and wife for like 50, 70 years or something crazy like that, because they started off so young. I don't know. I like it. So I decided to do that aspect of a creative family. So here's Maddox. He was a high school, very athletic type guy. Fell in love with a woman by the name of Destiny, which we'll see her in a second. And I was having the craziest problems with my game. You're going to see me trying to mess around with the attributes of his face because I couldn't get my eye colors to pop up. I have no idea what happened, but I ended up getting out the game and restarting it. I don't know. I think I just disabled all my mods altogether and I got back in the game and then it was fine. But it was a mess. Anyway, he meets his girlfriend, Destiny, and they kind of hit it off. And, she was just like a typical girl, probably was kind of overlooked, probably wasn't. See, this is me disabling my mods right now. Yeah. Because I was just like, this is the struggle. Then my eyes came up. I don't know what I had in my game that wouldn't let my eye color come up, but I didn't. All my eyes were like brown. And I was like, no, I don't want brown eyes. I wanted something different. I wanted his eyes to have like, something beneath them. Yeah, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I look too much into my Sims. Like I dissect them way too much. Okay. If you know me, I do. I'm like in the depths of their soul. Okay. So anyway, she was kind of like just a, high school teenager, whatever, and was kind of overlooked, but she was sweet. She was helpful. She was like one of those kind souls. And he was kind of like more popular, but she stood out for him. And so they hit it off. And long story short, they were high school sweethearts, grew to go to college together and everything and all that good stuff. So they're still together now and we'll meet their kids and stuff here in a second. But I was just working on him right now, just trying to make him be like a little bit more fitter. I know it's like typical, right? Athletic guy. He's kind of muscular. He's kind of like, I don't know, handsome. Why in the world did I pause so long on this screen? I have no idea. I think I was trying to look through his clothes. I wanted him to have like a certain style, and it was really difficult for me to like figure out like what style I was doing. But anyway, so that's pretty much their story. And like I said, I like having a story background type situation for my Sims because it kind of helps shape the type of people that they'll be, or the type of people that they are, rather. People, figuratively speaking, because they're not real. But with Sims, I like to have Sims with personalities and like them to have purposes and like them to have like meanings and lives and stuff like that. So to me, it's important to kind of like figure out what their backstories are, figure out what shapes them and what makes them what they are today, and all of that good stuff, So anyway, currently, even though he played football and sports in high school, the love for Destiny was like way too strong. He didn't really want to, you know, be traveling and being gone away from her and the future family. So he decided to forego all of that, to his parents' dismay. They were so disappointed in him, but they understood because, you know, love sometimes prevails. Not love sometimes prevails. Love always prevails. Oh my gosh. Like I was about to say sometimes. You know, every once in a while, a little bit of cynicism will creep up. Just every once in a while. That's a personal thing that I got to deal with on my own. But anyway, love prevails. And he decided not to deal with it anymore. So currently he works out of the home. He has like what I would hope to be like his own personal gym. He does like personal training and stuff like that, and just kind of like focuses on keeping the family fit and healthy and all that good stuff. So that's currently what he is doing. And yeah, pretty much that is Maddox in a nutshell. I think he is so handsome. I really never play around with like that color hair. So I was trying to push myself to do like another type. I got all my Sims look the same. And I think this is the reason why I try not to do creative Sim videos a lot, because when I do create them and I throw them in my game, I swear they look like somebody else I've already created. And I got a type like most people do. They have a Sim type. And so I really wanted to push myself to not do that Sim type. And this hair color I have never done before. And that combination with his hazel green eyes, I was just like, he is adorable to me. Like, I think he's like the cutest. Like, seriously, if he wasn't married, he might have found his way into my Sim Self series. I'm just saying. He got like this rugged, good look type situation going on. I don't know. I think he came out super cute. So I'm just excited about that. I don't know. That's so crazy. I literally look at Sims like, ooh, like you's cute. You know what I mean? Like, hey. So anyway, so here I am just trying to dress him up and everything, just playing around with different little things. When it came to the outfits, I feel like he's like a rugged, just a handsome, rugged type guy. So of course he's going to fix himself up, but it won't be way too much effort. You know, just kind of like, hey, throw on a shirt, throw on a jacket, throw on a vest, you know, let's go. Don't even button it up all the way, you know. Anyway, and then for his athletic wear, which I feel like he was going to spend the most time in, I never do anything with that geometric hat. Never. So I was like, Samantha, you're going to use that geometric hat today and you're going to make it work. So it's so funny. I based his entire outfit off of that hat. And in real life, I do that in my own personal life. I have gotten a bracelet before and I was like, I need an outfit to go with this bracelet. I am not kidding y'all. I've done the same thing with shoes and another time with a headband. So it's not far-fetched. It's not a far-fetched idea to fall in love with a piece of article of clothing and want to base an entire outfit on that. So don't look at me like I'm crazy when I say that hat set it off for me. Okay. Anyway. I wish I was doing face cam right now because I probably have the craziest expressions on my face right now. Anyway, party gear. Yeah, he doesn't get a chance to go out very much. So I wasn't even really worried about the party stuff. But, you know, I wanted him to be cool, you know, kind of like, hey, I'm still hip. I still got it going on, you know, even though I'm a family man, per se. But, yeah, so basically that's me trying to create a party outfit. And again, trying to push myself. This is one good thing about doing videos like this, is because I really want to push myself. I hate crop pants on my guys, but that outfit actually kind of worked to a degree. And I can't stand cropped pants. When I tell y'all, I can't stand them on my guys, on my ladies, all day, every day. On my guys, I'm just not a fan of them. So that little outfit to me was kind of like laid back, casual. Just, you know, like I said, he has a rugged good looks. And what I mean by that is like, he looks really nice, but it's nice without much effort. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully you get that when I say that. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. So here we are working on Destiny right now. And that is so crazy when you do the little presets and you're like, what in the world? So it's funny. I do the presets first pretty much when I'm doing my Sims. And if I see like features that kind of stand out to me, I kind of use those as like the baseline. And so this particular Sim stood out to me because of her face features. I love her face shape and her eyes and everything. So I went on and decided to use her. I just pretty much gutted her, if that makes any sense. That sounds horrible. Not gutted her, but just basically like erased a lot of her stuff and just kind of tweaked stuff. But, you know, you kind of use that Sim as your inspiration to get started. And so this is Destiny. She's going to be, like I said, kind of like a quiet beauty. She's really pretty, but she's not like in your face pretty, if that makes any sense. You know how people that you just see that you're just like, wow, you're like almost way too pretty. But you know, the quiet beauty where you kind of glance at her and be like, oh, wow, she's pretty. You know, there's a difference. Hopefully you guys know what I mean when I say that. Like I tell y'all, I dissect everything when it comes to my Sims. So I have to think about all of that stuff. But like I told you guys before, she was kind of like in high school, someone that got overlooked and just kind of just like was there in the background. But she had a very loud presence because she was kind. Her heart was always in everything that she did. You know, she was the one that probably would sit at the table and do the donations for the canned food drive. She'd be the one that would stay after school and help the teacher, you know, erase the chalkboard or clean the chalkboard. You know, she was that type of person. So she wasn't like always just like in the face of everybody, just like trying to do stuff. So I tried to make her just seem really kind and really sweet, but just really like a natural beauty in the end as well. So I have the hardest times when I'm trying to play around with tweaking like lips and stuff like that. It's like in my mind, I'll say, oh, I want it like this. But sometimes it just doesn't translate over like that. And trying to chisel this poor girl's face was giving me the blues. Because like I said, in the meanwhile, I was thinking I want her to be like just beautiful, but not in your face beautiful. You know, like there is a difference. I hope you guys understand when I say that. But I was like, when I had the story in my mind, I was like, look, she is going to be gorgeous, but nobody will know. She's one of those quiet beauties, you know, it's just kind of like you have to take a second look at her like, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, she's cute. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I was doing with her. So, yeah, I had the hardest time trying to tweak her her attributes. Let's put it that way. And ooh, her eyes right there got jacked up. But anyway, one good thing is once I spent so much time on the family, on the mother and the dad, doing the kids was a breeze because I just did the little wizard, what do you call that thing? The genetics wizard, I guess you could say. I did the genetics wizard and went from there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, honestly, I didn't really think too much about her family background. I guess if I was thinking like she was kind of quiet and she was kind of reserved, but just really just a stand out type girl, maybe she would have I don't know. I didn't, you know, it's so funny. I didn't think of a backstory for her. With Maddox, I had it down pat because I was just like, you know, he was an athletics. What am I trying to say? He was an athlete. Oh my gosh. And his parents were disappointed when he decided not to become an athlete anymore. With her, you know, she just was kind of like in the background. But currently what she does right now, she stays at home and takes care of their kids, which is lovely. I really connect with stay-at-home moms. So if you watch a lot of my series, even though I do have some really strong female LP characters, I have a lot of stay-at-home moms too. And the reason why is because I'm a stay-at-home mom. And I understand the importance, or I appreciate, I don't even want to say understand, because it's not for everybody and everybody's situations are different. So I don't look down on people who can't stay at home. Not at all. And I have plenty of friends that work and still do, you know, very much are active in their kids' lives. But for me personally, when I had my son, my oldest is 13 now, I decided to quit my job because literally my plan was to go back. It's the craziest story. And I won't bore you with the details now. But when I left my job and I was doing really good at my job, I was in line to get another promotion. I was going to get another raise. And my boss pretty much had told me that before I left, like, hey, by the time you get back, we'll be in the new fiscal. You know, I'll be able to offer you some more money. You'll have a little bit more responsibility. So, you know, to me, you know, I was like, okay, I'm coming back. No biggie. And then when I had my oldest, his name is Devin, I was like, I am not going to put this little baby in a daycare. That's like crazy to me. I had went and visited daycares and I wasn't happy with any of them. And none of them were good enough. And I'm not saying that like as offensive to those daycares or just daycares in general. But for me, none of them were the quality that I expected for a daycare situation. And yeah, once I had them, it solidified to me that I wasn't going to go back. Yeah, so I ended up a couple days before I was due to go back, I finally had to have the tough conversation with my boss and just say, I'm so sorry. I can't come back. And ever since then, 13 years later, I'm still a stay-at-home mom. So, it doesn't bother me that in some of my LPs I have stay-at-home moms, because I identify with that. And as far as being at home and taking care of my kids, I feel like this is the best blessing. I have a degree. It's not even like I'm not educated. I can't get a job, because some people like to say that, oh, you don't work because you can't. No, that's not it. I am very much well educated. I have 2 degrees, as a matter of fact, which I don't ever talk about, but I have 2 degrees, and I have plenty of job experience. I've worked in 3 different fields, and from finance to engineering to psychology, I've done it all. So I very much can go get a job and do very good for myself, but I choose, because of my family life, what I wanted to do with my family is I wanted to be here, and I wanted to be able to be actively 100% in their lives. And hey, when there's a field trip, I can go, and when one is sick, I can be at home. And if they needed extra work on a project and mommy needed to go run errands while they were at school, I could go do that, just whatever. So to me, it's important to stay at home. So I kind of like, that idea. So here I was I don't know how I got off onto that subject, but here I was kind of playing around with, maybe she had a tattoo, but I was like, that really doesn't go with like her little quiet type feeling. So I ended up not putting a tattoo on her. I don't know, to be honest with you guys, the tattoos, I'm not a super huge fan of them. If you probably see any of my LPs too, I don't have like a lot of Sims with tattoos. And again, it's a reflection. A lot of Sims, when you play it, it's a reflection of your life. You're going to play it like how you see your life. And so I don't have tattoos. I'm not a big tattoo person. I do think they're nice. And I've seen some people's tattoos. And even on my Pinterest board, I actually have a tattoo section on my Pinterest board, because I think some tattoos are like beautiful works of art. But to put them on me, I don't want to do it. So because of that, I really don't end up putting tattoos on my Sims. It's kind of crazy. So I end up not doing that. But it's funny how you could play Sims and have it reflect your life, just like the stay-at-home mom thing. And I've actually gotten criticized about that before. Like, you always have the moms do. And I'm like, it's partially because that's my life, so I kind of reflect it into my gameplay. Anyway, I had the struggles with this doggone dress. I love this dress on her, and I love the color, but I like the longer dress better, because again, it goes with the whole mindset that she's kind of like a quiet beauty. She's not in your face with her beauty. And to me, this dress is kind of like in your face, like, hey, look at me. The other dress is a little bit more I guess you could say modest, but not even really modest, because it's a sexy dress. So I don't know how to describe the other dress, but I played around with this dress, and this one came from Jungle Pack, and I love it. I love this dress, but as a matter of fact, I love it so much I would buy it. I have one very similar in my closet, but yeah, I ended up going with this dress. So long story short, that is pretty much that. So I'm working on her outfits right now, just getting her formal and everything put together. And again, like I said, I was trying to go with that theme, like she is. The funny thing is, I would play around with doing fun stuff like, ooh, like that dress, that would be kind of cute like that. But then I was like, no, Samantha, no, she's not in your face. She's kind of quiet beauty. So this is a in your face beauty. I love that skirt with that jacket top thingy right there. Oh my gosh. I wish that the colors would match a little bit better. You could kind of color block, and I think it'll be really pretty. As you guys can kind of see, I'm playing around with that. To me personally, this is a banging outfit. I love it, but I ended up not using that at all, because I was like, that defeats the entire purpose that I was doing. For her personality. So this is another reason why too, sometimes it's better to come up with a personality or a backstory for your Sim. So that way, when you dress them, they'll have that characteristics in their dress. Not stereotypically, of course, not saying like, oh, she's this way, so she's going to dress like this. Like, no, but you do dress according to your personality, and your style kind of mimics and matches that. And so even when I've done live streams, and we did one a while back, and we were creating Sims or doing makeovers, and we did that in the chat. I was like, hey guys, what's our motivation for this Sim? Like, what's her story? What's her personality? And we dressed her based on that. And not trying to say stereotypical, because I know it sounds like, oh, if she's like a nerd, she's going to wear nerd type stuff. But essentially, kind of, sort of, it's like, you dress them based on their personality. So I was trying to mimic that. So here I'm trying to give her a hairstyle. I try to give them the same type of length hair, even down sometimes to the bangs. Like if they have a bang off to the side on the right or the left, I try to mimic that with the hairstyle, so it could at least seem natural that she could have pulled this hairstyle off. Sometimes I've seen people, like even in the gallery, I've seen Sims, they'll have like short hair on one outfit and then long hair on their bathing or long ponytail. And I'm like, where's she got all this hair from all of a sudden? So I try to do that, like have the hairstyles make sense to the other hair. So just a little tip, just personal, but I have OCD, y'all. And like I said, if you watch me, you already know your girl got OCD. So I like to have things make sense. I do. So anyway, I didn't even know we had this little braided back pony. And when I was playing around with it, I was like, oh my gosh, this little braided back pony is so cute. So she's rocking that for her athlete. Why do I want to say athlete? Her athletic wear. Oh my gosh, because she needs to get her hair off her face. Her husband is going to be the drill sergeant when they work out. He's going to be like, you need to lift it left, right. And she's going to sweat like crazy. So even though like every other outfit is probably a little bit not showy offy, this outfit is going to be a little bit more showy offy. But remember, they have well, I'm hoping GiraffePlays, Giraffe, if you're watching, I'm hoping they'll have an in-house gym, so that way she can work out at home and be comfortable and not have to worry about it. So anyway, I played around trying to give her some tights because I like the idea of putting tights in the shorts, but none of them really worked out good. So I ended up not doing it. But anyway, doing bed clothes now, which is oh so fun. Not really. I mean, bed clothes are bed clothes. I like to play around with bed clothes and like do different little styles or whatever. But at the end of the day, they're bed clothes. You know, it's just kind of like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do for bed clothes? Put a shirt on and some pants. Maybe some shorts. It just depends. It depends on the sim. So I don't know why, but I do this a lot. On my bedtime clothing, I always give my Sims glasses. Why is that? I don't know. Maybe she wears contacts during the day and then at night she wears her glasses. I'm not sure. I love these boots on her, and I was trying my hardest to find an outfit that could go with those boots, but I ended up failing miserably. But we're working on her party outfit right now. And yeah, so but those boots though, I wish that, because the one funny thing about those boots is they look kind of like warrior boots, you know, but for some reason there's something about them that I really like. I don't know what it is, but I was trying my hardest to make them work and nothing really went with them. So I ended up just changing it out altogether. And again, this is all using no custom content, y'all. I mean, it was a struggle. Thankfully, I took out the custom content, because if not, all of them probably would have had some type of custom content outfit on, but you know, I took it out. So it ends up working out okay. But we are so limited with shoes. It is ridiculous. Like, I wish that when we get like more packs, they would give us more variety of shoes. And again, a reflection of life. I have a ton of shoes. I probably have, for any outfit, I probably have 4 or 5 shoe options. Like, no lie. I just really like shoes. So shoes can, you know, like even with this outfit, she could have wore like some low, like ballerina slippers, and it still would have been kind of cute. But I wanted to give her heels because it was a party outfit. But you know, heels, party it up. Flats will be like more casual, like I'm going to the grocery store. But anyway, working on her bathing suit right now. My baby mama's body is a banging. Okay, so I wanted to make sure she had a 2-piece, and so she could show off her little figure. So here we are working on the kids. They have a set of boy twins. Their names are Aiden and Aaron. Their first little family. Yes, I said boy twins. And the reason why I said that is because for some reason my game likes to play tricks with me and gives me twins all the doggone time. I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to force a family to have twins. Since you want to always give me twins, I want to force a family to have twins. But anyway, I was kind of playing around because I wanted to make sure, even though the genetics, every once in a while, it does a really good job. Every once in a while, it does it. You got like a 50-50 chance that genetics works really good, and then it doesn't. You randomize them, and then you kind of go from there. But this kid, Aiden rather, I'm about to say Aaron. That's a whole nother kid. Aiden stuck out for me because I loved his hair. I don't know why. For some reason, and here goes a stereotypical comment, his hair reminds me of like a surfer dude. Like, you know, he wants to surf. He wants to hang out on the beach. He wants to enjoy like the outdoors. He just like, you know, just like kind of carefree like his dad. And he's just kind of like, yeah, dad, just cut my hair like this. He's a rambunctious little boy, like I just said. And he's kind of goofy. He likes to play around and play pranks on his brothers. And in school, he's probably considered the class clown. And I'm sure Maddox has to get on him about that all the time, because Maddox is probably like, you know, son, you got a lot of me in you, but you probably need to have more of your mom in you. And that's like so true too. Another true story, another reflection of real life stuff. Cause you know, I have 3 kids, and all of my kids have a little bit of both me and my husband, their dad, in them. And it's so funny because sometimes I'm like, if you had a little bit more of your dad in you, you wouldn't be so worried about the, oh, I had to go check out who that person was favored. And anyway, you wouldn't have so much of this, or you wouldn't have so many problems with this. But then on the flip side, I'd be like, if you had a little bit more in me, because yeah, so it's just funny. I like to give personalities based on the parents, only because from personal experience, that's how my kids' personalities are kind of divvied out, is having a little bit of both of us in them. Which is so weird how genetics work. Anyway, so here's his twin brother, Aaron. I'm randomizing him right now. And again, he's going to be a little bit more like mom. He's going to be a little bit more, you know, very smart and kind of creative. He's like always in his head, probably always overthinking things, which is crazy because Aiden is like completely opposite. And I like playing with twins that have opposite personalities. And yeah, I could have gave them the same hairstyle and I thought about it, but I was like, no, because Aiden is more of the carefree, goofy type kid. He's going to swing from the playground monkey bars and he's going to go swing upside down. But Aaron is going to be a little bit more calculative. He's going to probably, you know, not even climb them. Or if he does, he's going to probably make sure that there's mulch on the ground so he doesn't hurt himself. You know, he's going to be that type of kid. So anyway, last but not least, we have little Adrian. The little toddler boy. I had to give them like a little toddler boy. And the funny thing is yes, Maddox and Destiny have 3 kids. They're all boys. But if you download this family from the gallery, she is currently pregnant. So they are hoping for I had to age him up, y'all, because his features were driving me up the wall. So I ended up doing him backwards. I played with his features as an adult, then I aged his butt back down. So sometimes I'll do that if I want to get the features just right, because sometimes they just don't look right. But anyway, so yeah, she is currently pregnant. So if you grab them from the gallery, which they will be on the gallery under OfficialSimantha, and I'll have that in the description box as well. So I'm just kind of like fixing their relationships and whatnot. But yeah, they have 3 boys. She really wants a girl. I have no idea what she's pregnant with, but she's pregnant. So GiraffePlays, it's up to you. You have to not only give the boys a room and the little toddler boy a room, but you got to make a nursery, and you got to kind of keep it gender neutral, because you don't know whether it's a girl or a boy. Even though she wants a girl, that doesn't mean you're going to make it a girl room. Anyway, this ends the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know what you think down in the comment box down below. Again, the family will be in the gallery, so if you want to grab them, and if you haven't already, don't forget to thumbs up the video, comment down in the comment box, and subscribe. And definitely go check out GiraffePlays Create a Family, and I'll be creating a house for them, and it'll be up on Saturday. So I will see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.